Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be looking at 3 different ways to express purpose in English. And in this context, when we talk about purpose, basically we're talking about the reason that we did something. So basically why we did something. And a couple of weeks ago we actually released a video talking about the infinitive of purpose. So if you haven't watched that particular video, or if you need to refresh your memory a little bit, maybe I would recommend that you watch that video before you watch this one. But basically in that video we talked about how it's incorrect to use a preposition for before a verb to express purpose. What we need to use is to, if you have a verb. So for example, if I say I went to the store to buy butter, to buy butter is a verb, or buy is a verb, so we can't use for. We need to say to buy butter. And again, basically the expression or the phrase to buy butter in this particular case is the reason that I went to the store. So I went to the store. Why? To buy butter. However, in the second example, if I say I went to the store for butter, it's more or less the same thing, but I have eliminated the verb and I simply have butter. Butter is a noun, so in this particular case, it's correct to say for butter. I went to the store for butter. Another example would be if I say, I read books to expand my imagination. So again, I read books. Why? To expand my imagination. Expand is a verb, so to is correct. For would be incorrect. However, if I say, I read books for pleasure, pleasure is a noun, so I read books for pleasure is another way to express the reason that I read books. And finally, it is also possible to use the expression in order to express purpose as well. And in this context, basically, it has exactly the same definition as to. So for example, I went to the store to buy butter is exactly the same thing as I went to the store in order to buy butter. Although I would say that in order to is more formal.